do you get the success when you do something alone, or if you get the success with the people around you? For example, I can study it myself, mathematics. If I am alone, I don't understand anything. It's not real. But if I am alone, I don't understand anything. But if there are some people around me, like we are 4 or 5 of us with my friends, they are saying something, the other one is saying another one, I am just saying something. After that, I combine everything in my brain and I understand what mathematics is, what the topic is. So then I like teamwork, in other words, for example. Or if I need to have a success, I need a manpower. What does it mean? I like to carry things because I am powerful and establish something that's good for me. You understand what I mean? So how can you get success is also important for your life. So this is another question that is coming. What is your expectation from your life? There are two things there in the picture you can see. One of them is money in the US dollar. The second one is happiness. Okay, if our expectation is focusing to money, then of course it may help to motivate you. But the second one, happiness, is more important than money. Because I have lots of friends that I have at the moment. I know them. They are working in US. You may know that United States is like a very big country. They are working there. They are earning a lot of money. Then I am asking them, so how are you working? Just tell me one day, what are you doing there? You know, Edip, I'm waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, going to job. I'm coming back to home at 11 o'clock. How much do you earn? I earn 5,000 to 6,000 US dollar, which is quite enough, quite a lot. Okay, so what about your family life? What about your weekend? What about, no, I forget about everything. So then he is just running after the money. What about happiness? Without being happy, so why are we working a lot? Do you understand what I mean? So that's why our aim should be happiness. Like generally, like think about your teachers. For example, they are happy while they are teaching, even they are earning less. And they are still trying to encourage themselves and they are still trying to do their best to teach you. Why? Because they love it. They are happy with this one. I'm just saying one example. So then this should be our aim. What kind of job, what kind of career makes me happy? Because when you start to be happy, that money is going to come after it, okay? So then money does not mean happiness, but I'm telling you, happiness means money, okay? So then I hope you understood. Okay, so then first step finished. I described myself, okay? This was the first step. You describe yourself after that. After you describe yourself, second step, choose your target. What is my target? I would like to be a politician. In the future, I would like to be a president, prime minister, like a politics side. Or I will be an artist. Or I'm going to build some buildings. Or I like screwdriver and then just manage things for the electronic stuff. Or I would like to help people as a doctor to treat them as a patient. Or I would like to teach people. Do you understand what I mean? First of all, which field? Just look at this picture. They are just a few of them. It can be more. What field attracts you? You must choose the one which attracts you. This is number one. And from there, why it attracts you? For example, think about your like childish time. I mean child time. I mean young time, whatever it is. At the other, do you like fixing things? So then you are going to be mechanics. In other words, like you are going to be like part of maybe hardware of the computer, for example. Do you like putting something on top of each other and then building something? And you will be a civil engineer. And do you like helping people? So then you are going to be a social worker then. So then this helps you, you know. For example, think about this kind of people who are helping people in the associations and then who are doing like social events, social attractions. So that this kind of people, they are not earning a lot, but believe me, they are very happy. I have seen lots of people who are very happy in their life. Okay, you can see on the presentation, like there are, if you like drawing, if you like making something with the computer, if you like playing game, okay, or creating a new game, thinking a lot, politics, law, that kind of all those things are helping you to choose your attraction field. Okay, so the second step has been done. After you choose your target, you choose the target. Number 3. So then to help you to achieve your target, you have to proceed your life with the correct university. So what are you going to do? You are going to search the correct university that you can have. Okay, so then what are you going to do? Search. Let us do it. So then first of all, you are going to choose the correct university. I am not saying that this university is good, this university is bad, this university is better, this university is worse. No, I'm not talking about it. Which university is good for your education? Because it's going to impact your future life. Because this is your partly for the real life. This is your last step of your education. Of course, you can carry on with your master degree, PhD, or the others, but I can say like education side, like basic education, university is your last step. So that's why you must choose your last step properly. And then it should be like correct university. Of course, the suitable university for you. And of course, you must choose the suitable country as well. It can be Kenya, it can be Tanzania, Uganda, or Poland that I am here, or US or UK. Okay, so first of all, you must choose your university, what kind of university it should be, and which country that you want to study. And your aim should be education. This is the most important part. Okay, so then I can just guess that most of you are saying that the United States the best place. Maybe it can be best place, or United Kingdom. Yes, it can be best place, but there are some other parameters. For example, money-wise, do we have enough money to live there? I'm not saying that to study only, to live in US, to live in UK. Why you don't choose, for example, Poland, getting the similar quality of the education, but paying less? Not only for education, for the living cost as well. You understand what I mean? So that's why you must choose like suitable university and suitable country as well. These two things are important. So I am saying like if you want to study abroad, but if you want to study in your country, like in Ethiopia, Kenya, or Tanzania, you're welcome because it is suitable for you, depending on your budget and depending on your life, your family, your other issues as well. Okay, so yes, we just choose the suitable university, suitable country, and you must know that when you go there, so you must have like good hardware on you. So what does it mean? It means that after you choose your university, do internship. Okay, internship is important. Why am I saying internship is important? Because in your after high school or during high school, if you do internship, even if you graduate from high school, if you do internship is just professional work, in other words. If you do that, it's going to be like good benefit for you to be applicable for the university. Even after university, it's going to help. For example, you just made let's say you would like to be a computer engineer and you did an internship in a big company, let's say BMW in Germany. So then what's going to happen? When you put that one in your CV, so then you did internship in BMW as a like computer expert, then I would like to apply to your university to be a computer engineer. So you're welcome because you know something about your computer already, and then you are a very good student for me. Or in your future life after you graduate. So then I did my internship for 3 months in BMW. I'm just giving an example. This BMW, it's in Germany, but you can just think about in your country. There should be some big companies who are just accepting the interns. So then that's why I'm just saying you are young at the moment and your summer times, your free times, use it for your career. Because after that, when you just did your career, like when some level, you are just sitting at home. Look at me, I'm sitting at home at the moment. And after that, you are just talking to people and earning the money. That's it. And happiness come when Before money, happiness comes. After that, money follows it. I told you before. Okay, when you do internship, this is important. So this summer, what are you going to do? For example, this summer, I will play soccer. Good, but every time play soccer. Why? Because I want to be a soccer player. You welcome then. But I want to be a computer engineer, but all this summer I'm going to spend with playing soccer. So then you waste your time. That's it. Nothing else. Just try to find a kind of job and work there. And just get used to the institutions, get used to the market. Okay, let's look at the picture now. We have to do something when we do internship. What are we going to do? First of all, you must choose a suitable country. What is a company? What does it mean? I want to be a computer engineer. You are working in the grocery. So then what's that for? Just to earn money. It's not useful for your career. It's useful to earn money. This is useful to make you busy. It's useful to understand what's happening in the real life. It's good. But you should choose something related to IT to be able to carry on with your career with the computer engineering. Okay, the second one, suitable position. Okay, so I'm just working in Microsoft. I'm doing my internship in Microsoft as what? Because I want to be a computer engineer. What are you going to do in Microsoft? I'm just making the tea and serving the tea. So then for what? Even if it is Microsoft, I am saying that, even if it is Google, so then what is it for? You are just serving tea there. So it's not suitable. So then you should choose a suitable position. But at least you must enter that company, for example. And the third one is important. Don't forget that you are young and you are a student and there are experts around you. Observe all the time. Do not waste your time. All the time observe what are they doing. How can it be benefit for your life? And do some experiments, maybe in the company or at home. Okay, break something. That's one. I have a story. When I was young, like your age in general, I was working in a company. You know, that time there was like modem. Still there are modem, but that time was old. I used some wrong plugs and then wrong power, and I just burned one modem. After that, I was just sorry. They said, okay, because I am young. So then what happened? I learned how to not burn a modem. You understand what I mean? So that's why I experiment all the time. You understand? Good. The other things, don't. Why am I saying don't? Even if they are paying you, don't think that wasting your time is benefit for you. Maybe it's going to be benefit for you. For one case, you are just staying and doing nothing. One side is okay, but you should learn, you should get something from the company, from the people around you. And don't be absent all the time, be there and do all the time related to your future career. Okay, so then you mustn't do something different than what you want to. Okay, number 4. So after you find the university and do the internship, what are you going to do? You are going to prepare a proper CV. This is important. Nowadays, actually, recently it started already. Your CVs are just prepared in computer in digital format, and then you are sending to universities. That's what we are doing in general. But before it was just written on the computer, on the paper, and then we were just handing out with the paper version. Anyway, so let us just carry on about CV. I'm going to just give you brief information about this preparing CV. Of course, for CV, I can, or people can talk about 2-3 hours for the CV. KBAS. You're writing something on the screen? Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on. Maybe there is a message I have seen that. So then let me finish everything. Okay, let me finish this presentation. After that, we can have question and answer sessions. Okay. Okay. So for the CV that we are talking about, we need personal information. So what does it mean? Your name is name and surname. Your address, email. This is important, correct and appropriate. What does it mean? For example, you cannot say eagle@gmail.com. So then eagle or young eagle or super eagle or super wolf, something like this. You know, yes. I have some students who are just writing such kind of emails. So then it should be appropriate and correct. Mobile fine, mobile phone. It's very important. It should be in your personal information area. Your nationality, of course, it should be there. And social platform. It's also important. Informative. Okay. It's also important for the information social platforms. So why it is important? Because it is important because people who would like to employ you or who would like to take you in their university, they would like to see what you are doing during your life. Okay. And of course, you can just read through the other ones, and then it should be like kind of summary for your life, and everything should be original, and you should use your own claims in your personal information area. Okay, so then in your CV, there should be like work experience. So what are you going to say that? So that's the important part. To be able to put this work experience, you have to have internship. So then you're going to put your internships here. So what are they? Start with the most recent and relevant work, and then you will just carry on make words. You must just include the name of the company, location of the company, and date of the employment, and brief description what you were doing during that job. And the next one is you must focus on main duties in a role. So then you are applying a university or for a company, you must just focus on one thing. Okay. So then don't say this to, for example, Microsoft I'm talking about. You are writing a CV to Microsoft and saying that I want to work with you. Yes. Which position you want? What kind of position you are just focusing? Doesn't matter. I just want to work with you. When you say this, believe me, you're not going to get the job. Okay, so you must just focus on what you want to do. And I just put in red color, you can see there, do not mention about the salary. Okay, let's carry on. Education and qualification side. So start from most recent education, then just go backwards and list the key components from your education, what kind of modules, what kind of tasks, what kind of projects that you have done. And please do not forget extramural activities. Look at here, I just put it like bigger. It is important in your life. For example, if you do a kind of volunteer tasks, volunteer jobs, voluntarily, if you have done something good, then what are you going to do? You are going to share it in your CV, because it's also important for the university application, especially some universities in the United States, they are asking for this one, and you get more point to be able to accept it in the university. That's why, to be able to put some information here, what you should do, you must attend your volunteer tasks, volunteer things, events in your schools at the moment, okay? Or in your city, in your country, okay? Just search in the internet, you can see. They are just searching a lot of volunteer people. There are some student club activities in the high schools, so then you can do a lot of extramural activities in your school. And of course, you must mention, I'm going to finish. This is the fourth step. After the fifth step, I will finish quickly now. Achievements, language and computer skills should be assigned, it should be shown in the in your CV. Okay, so you can see that I don't want to read all of them one by one, but what kind of achievement, what kind of skills you have, you should put. In general, what I know from your area, every single person knows at least 2 languages. Some, like for example, Tanzania, Kenya, they know Swahili, English, maybe some other mother tongue. And you see, this is like very good opportunity for you if you just apply some company, some university which is international. Okay, so then you can just mention that I know 5 languages, 2 languages, 3 languages, whatever it is. Just mention about it. And computer skills as well. It's also important. You must just explain what kind of computer skills that you have. Okay, all the competences, all your abilities, all your things that you have, all your soft skills, you should mention in your CV. And the last part of your CV is going to be interests, what kind of hobby and interest that you have, and the references. It's very important. There should be at least 2 references. One of them is it's going to be academic person, can be your teacher, tutorial, lecturer, or whoever, and the recent employer. So these are the important ones. If you don't have any one of them, you can use like 2 different people from one as a reference. So for example, I'm preparing a CV and I'm putting my father as my reference. It's not correct way, okay? So then you cannot put your father as your reference. Your reference should be someone which is from your education area and which is from your working area. And these are the things that you should do and you should not do. So what are they? Adding photo, depending on what kind of CV that you are using, preparing. Sometimes adding photo is good, sometimes it's not good, but in general they will putting the photo, but your photo should be like proper photo, okay? But then not like a selfie that we are doing for the Instagram, okay? It should be like proper photo, but it shouldn't be like passport photo, like which is very, you understand what I mean? So the photo should be like suitable for the CV. It shouldn't be, your CV shouldn't be like very long, should be 2-page maximum. 1 page is also enough, better to see that. And you do not prepare the CV with your hand. It should be like computer type, proper font size. It should be like 15, 16 points font size. It should be like 12, 13 is okay. And if it's going to be printed, it's going to be proper paper and color. If you are just giving your CV by hand, it is important. Generally, as I mentioned, we are just giving the CVs in from digital version. But if you give the paper by hand, you can choose the paper something different than the others, because everybody is going to use A4 size paper, which is white paper, which is thin paper, okay? You can use something different, because think about it, there are like 100 papers as a CV, and I'm going to take like 2-3 people. Which one is going to attract me? The one which has different color. You understand what I mean? For example, if you see like there is a yellow color paper there, I will choose that one and read that one. You understand what I mean? So that's why if you just give by hand, that's what I'm saying. Spelling correction is very important. So then don't just leave it as it is. Just someone else, one of your friend or someone who is expert about it can read it and correct the spellings. And should be only necessary information, okay? So then you shouldn't put like anything you have. For example, you know, my uncle name is, so what am I going to do with your uncle name? Why are you putting in your CV? So that should be necessary information. It's going to be readable. That's why it should be headings and bullets and everything. Never, if you just give by hand again, never fold your CV. It should be like a 4-size envelope and give it to the employer. Okay, one thing here, LinkedIn. Maybe some of you has already, some of you don't have this LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important to be able to show your experience into social platform. If you put your LinkedIn link, and they are going to check everything about you from the LinkedIn. That's why that's also important for the professional career. Okay, number 5. This is the last step, interview. It's also important. Okay? Why it is important? Why it is important? You find the university, you did internship, you did prepare the CV, you send everything, you do application. For example, even our university, we are doing online meeting, interview with the students face-to-face, okay? Face-to-face. Because this face-to-face meeting online with the camera on. So then when we do this kind of people, we are just understanding who are they, what is their intention, okay? By asking some questions. Okay, look at here. Find out some information about country, about university as well, okay? So because when you just, what's that? Before interview at home, you are going to study on it. After that, you will come to interview. So clarify the reason why you choose my university, okay? This is the important, or this department. For example, I had a conversation because, as I mentioned at the beginning, I just shared my Instagram, and all around the world at the moment, a lot of people are following me, and then they are asking about university. The question is, sir, I would like to study management or medical, or I want to be lawyer. There is no relation between them. You understand what I mean? So which means that I would like to come to Poland. That's what's the meaning. So that's why it's not good words to ask the interviewer what kind of job. I mean, you must focus on what you want to do. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why you must find out some information about the university and about the country. Clarify the reason why you choose this university. It's important. If it is possible, it's not so important. Learn in advance what is the name of the interviewer, and be on time. For example, when they say, look, When they say at 11 o'clock, you should be 11 o'clock there. But if they started late, no problem. But you should be at 11 o'clock there. You understand what I mean? Be on time. It's very important. Like this meeting was also, it was starting at 11 o'clock, but because of some reasons, people are just coming. We were waiting. Depending on the like coordinators, we just started a few minutes later. So then, but you should be there at 11 o'clock. You understand what I mean? Good. So then be ready for the questions. Of course, there can be lots of questions are going to come to you. Any kind of questions you are going to answer during the interview. This is the important part. For example, do not stress. Stay calm. Look, at the moment, there are more than 100 people in front of me. Relax, no problem. And balance the sincerity. It is important. Why it is important? Do not be so childish, but do not be so strict as well. Okay, in between, you can just balance it. Be confident, trust yourself, and show your motivation. I would like to study in your university in computer engineering because this is the best university that I heard in Poland, and I want to study there. And I knew that some students who graduated from computer engineering got jobs easily. You see, motivate. You have a motivation as well, and trust yourself. I believe I can do that. Be honest. Do not lie, never ever, and avoid too short or too long conversation. For example, I gave an example on top. He's asking or she's asking interviewer, where are you from? I am from Kenya. I am from Tanzania. I am from Ethiopia. I am from Uganda. Whatever, just simple and easy. You are just going to say, where are you from? But look at the answer. What did she say? I am from the house on the corner, turn right. And you see, why are you just making such kind of long conversation? Make it short. Okay. The other thing is, do not interrupt the interview because it's going to be not polite. Just listen what the question is. After that, you are just going to carry on. Do not bargain about prices. Okay, there is, for example, for the employee, there's a salary case, or there is a, how do I say, a school tuition fee. Can you make it like some discount, 5%? Okay, it doesn't mean that, look at it's written there. Of course, you can ask about scholarship, okay? It's another case. But do not bargain about the price, but ask about scholarship. It's another thing. And eye contact. For example, think I am doing a presentation to you now, and okay, now I want to say, you see, it is disrespect. I'm not talking about you. I'm just looking at my phone at the moment. So it is not good. Okay, eye contact is important. And sometimes I'm looking at the, not camera, sometimes I'm looking at the pictures. That's why you can see my eyes is not looking at the camera at the moment. It is also important. You must just focus on to camera, or at least like somewhere in this on the screen. If you just look at somewhere else, some outside, so then it's not respectful. So that's also important. Okay, it impacts the decision of the interviewer. So then this is the last part about the interview. After you have done your interview, what are you going to say? You are going to thank, of course, thank you very much. And after that, you are going to greet proper way. So I put it this one here because it was for the like face-to-face meeting. The bit proper way means thank you very much. If you are in English-speaking place, you are going to say thank you. If you are in India, you can say like as a like sincerity, you can say just namaste, for example, or whatever you want. A great proper way, and do not expect the feedback very soon if they don't mention. For example, if they tell you that so in 2 days you are going to receive some information from us, then wait for 2 days. Don't phone. Don't call the university like every single day, every single minute, or whoever you want to, apply, even for the companies. And let's say university or company didn't accept you, and do not lose your self-confidence. Believe me, there will be the better version for the better one for you, and carry on your life and do some other application for your career. Okay, so then this was the first session of the career talk, and then first steps to career. And what I want to say thank you for this one. I didn't finish yet because I'm going to talk about my university now. This is the entrance for the first career. And then I just put again the Instagram account, Edip Şenyürek, at Edip Şenyürek. And then you can just easily contact me from the Instagram. And if you want to ask some other questions, of course, you're welcome. Okay, now I'm going to give you like 1-2 minutes to change the presentation. And in 2 minutes time, if there is a question, I am going to answer. Otherwise, I'm going to start the next presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edip. There are some questions are coming, but the first part of your presentation, as you said, that it was how you are get ready for the universities and the university admission processes.
Yeah.
But now Mr. Edip is going to present about his university. Yes, the questions has been shared by Mr. Veli already. And some of our participants, they are asking about the scholarship opportunities. Maybe in general, what is the procedures of the universities which they consider the students to give a scholarship? Is there a standard procedure for that, or Vistula University, how do they evaluate the students to give the scholarship if there is any scholarship opportunities?
Of course. Okay, let's do this way because these questions are about university, not like for the career in general. I can see that. Let me do like my presentation first, talk about university in general, and after that, all those questions one by one, I will just answer. Okay. I think this will be the best idea because I
think it's good.
Yes, because
maybe throughout your presentation, some of the questions will be already answered.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's why they can still write the questions if they don't. I mean, in the chat area. And thank you very much that you are collecting those questions. And what am I going to do? I'm going to do my presentation. At the end, I'm going to answer all of them one by one. All right. That will be the best idea, I believe.
That's good.
Okay, so then what am I going to do? I'm going to start my second presentation. Okay, is it visible now at the moment? Again, Vistula University, Vistula Group of Universities screen?
No, not yet.
I mean,
the screen didn't come yet.
Yes.
Is it not yet? Let me just check. Maybe I did something wrong. Once more. Maybe I did something wrong.
Now it's coming.
Okay, it's coming now.
Yes, but not yet full screen.
Okay, it's going to come. Let me click. Is it full screen now?
Not yet. Yeah, now it's full screen. You can proceed.
Okay. So then this is the second presentation that I'm going to do, and I'm going to have a guest while I'm doing this presentation. One of our students. I hope he's here at the moment. And while I'm talking, I'm going to give him an opportunity to talk about something about our university as well. Anyway, let us start. So, Vistula is a group university. Group university means under the same umbrella, we have different universities. In total, we have 4 different universities in 4 different cities. I'm just going to explain all the details, not details, in general information about university, and I will answer all your questions about the university. And again, on the you can surname is my Instagram account. You can follow me if you want to. The name of university is Vistula, and it is situated in Poland, in Warsaw, capital city. Okay, and this is like one picture of the university. It's a group university, and you can see here I put the Instagram account for the university, Uczelnia Vistula. It's like in Polish, but you can I can just wait a little bit here. If you look at here, there are 5 universities, 3, 4, 5 universities, different cities. Okay, in different cities. So that's why I show here how big we are. And University with the School of Hospitality, 2 of them in Warsaw campus. We are together under the same umbrella. There are 5 universities and 2 of them in 1 campus. I'm just going to focus on that 2 universities. Okay, so then the location in the map, this is the Poland map. And then you can see Olsztyn, we have a university. Is a city which is close to Warsaw, and in Warsaw we also have 2 universities. In total, 5 universities in 4 different cities. These are the universities that we have. It's a group of universities. our mission is the same as the other universities. In general, we are going to prepare our graduates. This is our aim, mission, for their future career and to get like best positions, best with the technology and adapt the study. And our vision is to be the first choice universities in the first choice in the universities list. So this is our vision in general. Because it's written there, I don't want to read like one word by word. So this is about it. Okay, in numbers, these are the important things. At the moment, there are more than 140,000 graduates in the market at the moment that we have. Look at here, there are 750 lecturers. It's 9,000 written there, so it should be around 10,000 at the moment. Around 10,000 students that we have, so it's like quite big university, and half of them, around 5,500 of them in Warsaw campus. If Warsaw campus is the big one. And of course, we have like 2 business councils to relate with the business. We have postgraduate programs. We have cooperation with 400, maybe more than 400 at the moment, companies. So then we have good relationship with the companies in Poland. Okay, so then we have master and MA programs. As you see, there are more than 40. And of course, we have cooperation with the other universities. Okay? So then, next step. So there are some photos is coming here. You see, there are some photos, they are coming. Oh, it's like world map. So who are they? All those people are from all around the world. And those photos are our students. So in our university, this is what's our specialty, I can say. We have multicultural environment, and we have students and staff from 100 different countries. Okay, so then we are the most internationalized university in Poland. So we have students from 100 different countries, which is very important. And this is important, what kind of honors and rewards that we have. Look at the first one. We are the most internationalized university, including government state universities. None of the university in Poland has more than 100 nationality in their university. Okay, of course, you can see the other one. This is one important information, but there is another one amongst the private universities. There are more than 350 universities, private universities in Poland. We are in the 5th place academic-wise, okay? In the ranking, 5th place academic-wise. Also, it's a good position for our perspective. Okay, so then we can just count all the leadership, all the honors, all the, how do I say, rewards and everything, all the certificates. There are a lot of them. Okay, besides them, this is also important. Maybe some of you know already, but some of you don't know already. Look at here. These are the international and local accreditations, okay? So then which means that our university is like proper, and our university is like very good university all around the world as well, I can say. Why? Because we have like ACA accreditation, CMAN accreditation, EFMD. The one who is related to this kind of accreditation, I mean, understands this one, they will understand how important are they. So we have all certificates of those accreditations. Okay, let us carry on. This is the important point. EU quality, European Union quality standards that we are giving. That's the important part, affordable price. I told you at the beginning of the presentation, there are universities in UK, maybe they can be cheap, maybe they are not cheap, but it's European Union standard, it's European standard, same quality, but affordable price. Then we are talking about Vistula. Safety is important. I know because I lived in South Africa a very long time, and I know safety is important for our children, for our young generation. Safety in Poland, we are in the safest country in the world, I can say. Okay, that's the important part. Anyway, so of course we do have some unique program like mentoring and helping the newcomers. Of course, we can go details later. Okay, next. So then, as you see, we do have some good benefits. We have Chinese Institute in our university. We have e-career portal to be able to get some job while you are studying. I'm going to talk about that one just now in the next slide probably. And we are just most internationalist university. The top one, look at there, online studies and e-learning portal. This is our specialty. We have a unit in our university, and this e-learning platform, they are working a lot. At the moment, in this case, COVID-19, most of the universities, I'm not just mentioning this and this, most of the universities, they were just trying to manage, they are trying to adapt. We were ready already because we have online studies and we have a lot of e-learning stuff in our university. We managed easily. So then we are ready for any kind of online studies. Okay, let's carry on. There are some numbers here that I want to mention. We have prep school, which means that for the language ability, we have English and Polish prep school, double diploma possibilities. I'm going to focus on that one now. And we have BA and master programs, as you see. I said Confucius Institute, which is from China, online studies that we have. Yes, these are the things that we have. One of them is here. What is this? Double diploma. What is double diploma? For example, computer engineering department that we have and management, 2 departments. We have an agreement with Finland at the moment. So what is that? As you know, Finland is like very good in education. So then we have an agreement with a university there. While you are studying in our university, you can go to Finland, study there for 1 year. When you come back, you can graduate from us. You are going to get diploma for Vistula University, plus you are going to get diploma from the Finland University. So then you are going to have 2 diploma. That's double diploma. It's an opportunity for you. Any extra cost? Nothing extra cost. Besides that, you are going to get more money because it's going to be like related to Erasmus. I'm going to talk about Erasmus now. And you are going to get some more money from the European Union to cover your expenses, okay? So then this is one of the example. Like this, we have an agreement with the Sweden and the UK universities as well in our program, double degree program. Okay, so then these are the universities, as I mentioned, like we have like 5 different universities in different locations. We are expert in finance and accounting, international relations, management, computer engineering, tourism and hospitality, dietetics. So then these are our expertise, I can say. And business administration, one of them. So then in general, very good ability for you to study with Vistula. That's what I am trying to say. Okay, what is this? Oh, there are some logos here. What are they? They are just only a few of them, which are mostly like international companies. You can see the names are there. Most of them are international companies that we cooperate with. For example, Cytel, for example, Accenture, for example, even Nokia and Microsoft should be around here. Lot company here, that's a flight company. Plus, for example, it's like cell phone company. What are they? We have cooperation with the more than 400 companies to make the internship, to study there, to work there. These are the all abilities that we have. Okay, let us carry on. We talk about this part, and now we are talking about like seminars, conferences. Of course, we are international. We are doing a lot of international seminars and conferences. These are only a few of them, okay, that I put in the presentation. Next, e-learning platform. I mentioned about this one already. We do have lots of facilities, okay, lots of facilities to be able to manage all the e-learning platform. And one of them here is Platon for the students. One of them is e-career. It's like a kind of finding a job website. So then you can apply there as a person who is going to need a job, and the employer can apply there to get the employees. But then this kind of information are important for you as well. That's why I put here. But I'm going to focus on these 8 different things shortly. Orientation day, for the first day when you come to school, we are just explaining to you the rules and everything about Poland and about university. We are preparing handbook for you. Number 3, which is unique mentoring program. At the moment, there are around 100, I can say, maybe some less, mentors who are helping the mentees. Who are mentee? That's you. So when you come to your country, you are coming to Poland. When you just get off from the plane and you enter the country, somebody must just welcome you and take you from airport to put you in dormitory and helping you to come to university. So who are they? They are mentors. They are doing this kind of volunteer job in their life. So then it's very helpful for you for the first time. Okay, number 4. What is number 4? It's like career office and career opportunities. During the year, they are doing a lot of events for you to find a good and proper job in your future life. And we do have e-career portal to be able to just join match between employers and the employees. Okay, that's very important opportunity for you. Number 5, Erasmus program. I told you before, we do have more than 40 partnership universities in Europe. So then, which means that when you come to our university, you have an ability to go to other countries to study as well. How does it work? You come to our university, you are our student, Vistula University student, and you are going to apply for the Erasmus program. When you apply Erasmus program, you are going to go to, for example, Spain, for example, Germany, for example, Italy, for example, Bulgaria, for example, Finland, wherever you like in Europe, because we have cooperation between, a lot of countries. You go there, you study there 1 semester. While you are studying there, you are learning some more stuff there, and you come back, you carry on your life. It's not extension of your study, it's part of your study. This is number 1. You can have an ability to go to other countries. This is number 1. Number 2, you are not going to spend money there. Why am I saying this? Monthly, you are going to get around 500 euro, I can say, depending on the country, 500 euros to cover your expenses. Can you please turn off your microphone? To cover your expenses, the European Union is just giving you some money to cover your expenses in that country. Very good opportunity. One of my students went to Spain, from there, come back, and went to Portugal as well. So then he is studying in Vistula University, 1 semester Spain and 1 semester Portugal. And he had an opportunity to learn Spanish as well. So then it's a very good opportunity for you to study with Vistula University to be able to get Erasmus program. And number 6. So what can I say? 26, it's around 30 at the moment. We have student clubs. It is important. I told you before in the previous presentation. Extramural activities are important for your life. So we do have 26 different clubs, like dance club, music club, choir club, and we do have societies, Europe Society, Middle East Society, Asia, Pacific Asia, and African Society, because we have a lot of students from Africa. So that's why we created society, and they did some events. So I'm just going to say that we did Global Fest, we are doing cultural festival and the other things, but I have after I finish this presentation, I'm going to give an opportunity to one of my friends to talk about this society and to talk about after graduation. Okay, let me finish the other part. I told you we just did some events, some organizational events, Global Fest, Cultural Fest, and we do have student council as well, which is a bridge between university authorities or university and the students. It's going to be, let's say, representative of the students, I can say that. Okay, I spent a lot of time here, and now I think this presentation can stay here. I mean, the slide, because I'm going to talk about Poland now. It can stay here, and I would like to invite now to talk about a little bit about university, a little bit about clubs and the society, and a little bit about after graduation. What are we going to do? What are we doing in Poland? I would like to invite Yasin, if Yasin is here. Can you turn on your mic, Yasin?
Hello, yeah.
Okay, Yasin is from Tanzania, and he studied in Tanzania in the high school. Mr. Ahmed knows him, and he knows Mr. Ahmed. Okay, Yasin, stage is yours. Please just talk about yourself a little bit.
All right, so maybe I'll start the camera. Hello, guys. I'll give a quick introduction. I'm from Tanzania by origin. I was born and raised in Tanzania, and I'm studying computer engineering at the moment. So right here in Poland, in Vistula University. So what basically I'm gonna brief you out is about the society that he talked about, like the African society. But you can wonder why we're having an African society in school. Because we are students. I was also in high school, and after graduating my high school, I moved back in Poland here, and we're having this society so as we can integrate ourselves and not forget about our culture. We promote this culture by organizing different events and making sure that it's all fun and like life goes on. Like university life is not all about studying, it's not all about school, so you need to get use of the extracurricular activities. So just a quick brief to what the African Society or what we do here is like we have events like movie nights or barbecue. We organize PlayStation competitions, music festivals, and on top of all this, like one of our biggest events is this African dinner. So it's like different people make different food from different places. People from different parts of the places you meet, as Mr. Edip mentioned before, like we have almost 100 countries in total, and we have more than 300 students from the African Society. So from this, you can get to diversify and you can meet different people from different places. So yeah, and one more thing is like we arrange trips, for example, like trips to embassy. Like we were planning one, it didn't happen yet, but we were planning to go meet like the ambassadors, like ambassadors of Mali, ambassador of Tanzania. So this is like a trip from Poland to Germany, and a lot of different other activities that we do here. Yeah. Mr. Dip, should I add anything more regarding this?
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Yasin,
Yes, sir.
I have a question. Maybe some of our students is wondering that. Can you please share your experience, how it is to study in Vistula University and especially in Poland, actually? What is the advantages of being in Poland and being in Vistula University? Can you share that experience with us?
All right. So basically, when I moved in Poland here, it was a bit cold because I come from Tanzania and it's really hot there. But the thing is, with the weather, you get used to the weather in a couple of times. You just need to dress up properly and everything will be all right. So coming back to studies, I'll share it in different perspectives based on what I experienced. So in terms of education, it was really fine. It was really useful. And with this part, I can even compliment about the university, because when I was in high school, I got a chance to learn stuff like you learn the stuff 1 + 1 is equals to 2. You need to program, you need to write 1, 2, 3, and this will happen. But the main difference or the big incentive here is you being able to learn something and you being able to practice what you're learning. Meaning that I got a chance to study in Vistula University at the same time I was working. So Mr. Edip is my teacher. He taught me how to program. But after teaching me how to program, like the dots are not really interlinked. When somebody just tells you like you have to do this, and if you do this, this happens. So what? Like, where am I going to use this? Or what's the whole point of me learning how to program? So this is whereby the school comes hand in hand and supports you and lend you a hand, and it helps you to find jobs which are related to your specific department. So we realize and we see that people are complaining of employment, meaning that you study, you spend your 4 entire years in the university, 5 or less, and after studying, you have nothing to do. Like you have no experience, you just have the exposure of being abroad. But the whole concept here, the whole thing is that I'm a student at the moment, but I have been working for a year now, like working, and like I can manage my own life here. Like I don't need any support because of the chance that I've been given to work and study at the same time. So like people might ask and wonder, like, how do you work and study? So even the companies that he mentioned, he showed here before, they follow your schedule. So you go for an interview, as he explained how to act on an interview. You go for an interview. After the interview, you're asked to submit your work, your school schedule. So based on your school schedule, the work will try to somehow integrate on what working hours you should do. And it's very flexible. Like nobody should have to worry. Like I'm currently on quarantine. Like nobody's going to go out, nobody's going to work outside, but I'm working from home. Like meaning that theoretically I'm studying from home, and when I'm free, I'm working from home. So this also allows you and gives you more chance, like to best use to your free time. So most of the time that you have that you're doing nothing, you're actually doing something, because if you're not studying, then you're working. So you don't have ample time to do some other stuff which are not important. Yeah, in that perspective. And maybe I could, yeah, so the main concept and the main advantage of studying and being in Poland is that you can be educated, and after getting educated, you can get experience. So it means that when you're done with university, you can opt either to stay here or to leave there. So to leave to your country. But for sure, if you're living here, you're not living just as a graduate, but you're living as an experienced, you have all it takes to do whatever you need.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time and then your explanation. Let me just present my presentation. After that, we are going to answer the question. Thank you very much for your time, Yasin. I know that you are working hard. That's why I don't want to take your time. So like as you heard from him, like Yasin, there are like plenty of students. I'm saying students at the moment. Later on, they are going to be like employer here in Poland. Okay, so then let us talk about Poland then, because you are coming to a new country. So then why Poland? Poland is situated in the like heart of Europe, I can say. This is the one important thing. And this is another good thing here in Poland. We are the Poland is the most affordable country. This is important. The most affordable country in Europe. Okay, when you compare with the other countries, you can see that Poland is the most affordable one. I'm just going to give you basic information. Like there are some tourism attractions, historical lakes, salt mine, for example, old towns. So then they are all good for the tourism attractions. And I mentioned about this one already. I'm just repeating that. It's also important. Warsaw is the safest capital city in Europe. So that's why even midnight, very late in the evening, you can just walk around. Of course, in all countries, there are like bad and good people. You must be careful in general. But I am just saying that this is like very safe country. And you can see the picture as well. So this is like center of Poland, Warsaw. It's very nice, beautiful view. And I just want to mention a few things here. Money-wise, I talked already. So then we are in the affordable country, which means that with $1-2 I think I can just calculate like this. You can buy easily 2 cheeseburgers. So which is like very helpful, very cheap, as you see. Weather, Yasin mentioned already, it's a cold country, but I have like 300 students. Maybe in all around Poland there are more than 300 African students I am talking about, and they just get used to. They know what to wear when the winter comes and what is going to happen in the summertime. So then it doesn't mean that like all 12 months is cold. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. Even it can be 35-40 degree. For example, today is 20 degree. So then the weather is just cold, yes, but it's manageable. Transportation, we have like almost perfect transportation here from every single point to another single point.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, can you please just ask questions later, because let me finish my presentation. Or you can write in the chat area. Later on, I'm going to answer all the questions. Okay, please write in the chat area. I'm going to answer all your questions after my presentation. For the transportation I was talking about, around you are going to pay around €10 per month. €10 per month. You must just convert it to your currency. With €10, it's going to be free 24 hours, 7 days. I mean 30 days for whole month. With €10, you can use any transportation you want freely. Okay, it's very good opportunity for you, this transportation network. And work. This is important, okay? The work experience, I'm going to talk about it, work permits. So normally, most of the countries, if you are a student, you should be a student. By being student, you cannot work in the job. As Yasin mentioned, not all, 70% of my students, while they are in the third year, they are finding a job and they are working. Because in Polish law, in Poland, if you hold a study permit, you can work as well part-time. Okay, part-time work means around 38 hours per week. Like full-time is 45 hours, 38 hours is almost full-time, as you see. And most of my students, like Yasin, while they are in the first year, I'm not saying 30, like first year, they are finding a job to cover their expenses in Poland. And most of my students are doing this one. Okay, I'm just repeating. You don't need to have extra work permit. While you are studying, if you hold your study permit, you can find a job and you can work. To find a job, as I mentioned, we have career office to make a network between you and the companies, and you can work with them. And generally, you and the company can manage the schedule, manage the schedule depending on courses. Okay, so that's why this is important and good opportunity for you to study in Poland. And these are some information that I'm going to give about the details, about the links, about for the universities. And what am I going to tell you? First of all, I must mention a few things because I have seen some questions. First of all, accommodation. As university, I'm talking about Warsaw. I'm talking about Vistula in Warsaw because maybe I can say all, most of the international students are coming to Warsaw. So then in Warsaw, we don't have any dormitory ourselves. We don't have any accommodation facility ourselves, but we have some people who are in charge for the dormitories, and we have network, we have contacts of the dormitories, we have agreement. So when you do your online application, you are going to say that I want dormitory, and you are forwarded to related dormitories that we have, and then you can just communicate with them. This is number one that I want to say. Number two, about the prices, I mean the living cost in general. So then probably if you are just going like details, how much food that you are going to eat, how much you are going to pay for the dormitory. In general, monthly, you are going to spend around 300 euro, I can say, okay, including your accommodation, including your foods, okay? This is other than tuition fee. Or yearly base, you can think about 3,000, 3,500 euro per year that you are going to spend for your living cost, okay? This is one thing. When we talk about our school price, school fee, depending on the department. Of course, some department has less, some department has higher, but in general, except architecture is different. In general, you are paying 3,500 euro per year. In 1 year, you are paying 3,500 euro per year in general. But there is one department which is architecture. You are paying 4,500 euro. There is one department like philology. You are paying 2,500 euro. So that, but in general, for most of the departments that we have, international relations, management, graphics, management, finance and accounting, tourism, dietetics, computer engineering, all those departments, you are going to pay 3,500 euro, except architecture. This is one. Number two, except computer engineering and architecture, I can say, except computer engineering and architecture, you are going to study only 3 years. Normally, universities are just taking like 4 years, but in Vistula University, you are studying 3 years. 3 years later, you are going to get your degree. This is also a good opportunity for you to make your calculations, okay? So then briefly, 3,000 euro for living cost, that's on you, depending on how luxury you just live. But normally my students are just spending that amount of money, and 3,500 euro for the school fee per year. Okay, this is the prices that I'm going to talk. And probably the question is going to come, but let me just explain you before it comes. When you just work, if you work monthly, you just get around 400, 500 euro, I can say salary, because depending on how many hours you are working. And as you see that you are just covering your expenses here if you find a job. Forget about finding a job. That's the amount of money that you are going to pay per year. Plus, the scholarship case is going to come probably. Let me just talk about this also. After that, I'm going to answer all your questions. Scholarship is like this. first of all, you are coming from abroad. You are international student here. To be able to come and to be able to apply for the visa, the first year's scholarship is important. What does it mean? If you get some discount or some kind of deduction from your school fee, getting the visa is not so easy. It's becoming difficult. That's why what we did. This is important. You are going to apply to university. You will pay full amount of school fee. And for the first year, you are going to be successful. This is the important part. You are going to, not the best student in the group, but successful. You are going to pass all your courses without failing. And when you go to next year, you are going to get 20% discount from your school fee. You can do calculation yourself for the second year and for the third year as well. What does it mean? 20 there as well. So then in total it's around 40% discount you are getting that. This plus if at the end of first year, if you have like successful student, if you are a successful student, plus if you are in the best part, not the first position, but the best part, like your mark is more than 4.5 out of 5. So then what's going to happen? You are going to get rector's scholarship. You can apply for it. What is that? It's kind of pocket money, around 130 euro per month, which is quite a lot as well. So what I mean in total, so then if you are a successful student, for the beginning, this is important, for the beginning, you get nothing. You are going to pay whole school fee, but in the second and third year, you are going to get 20% discount, because this presentation is like recorded at the moment. That's what I am saying at the moment. So then in the future, you can show this one as a proof. 20% discount from your school fee in the second and third year. Okay, not first year. Second and third year, in total, it becomes like 40%. Plus, you can apply for the rector scholarship. Again, in the second and third year, you may get pocket money around 100, 130, something like this. Okay, so first of all, let me just close my presentation. After that, I'm going to answer your questions. Thank you very much. And this is my Instagram account. If you want to follow me and if you want to ask some questions, you're welcome. Now, Mr. Ahmed, I think we can talk about, answer the questions that we received, right?
Yes, Mr. Edip, I think there are some questions. I have directed one question to you in the chat, actually. One of our participants is asking about is there competitions like sports academics and or inside or outside of the country, the university students, are they able to participate those? I think Mr. Veli is sharing already.
Is there like competition like sports academic, and if yes, they inside or outside the country? Actually, for the sports competition, I am not aware of it. But what I know, in university, in Vistula University, because we are like in Poland, it's coming from the Polish authorities, Polish government. Every single student should have physical education course, 2 semesters, first and second semester. And besides that, in our university, we do have our teams who are professional. For example, we have girls volleyball team, we have basketball team, we have soccer team. You can be part of it. And what I know, I think we are the second best. I'm not sure about it, but I think we are the second best in Poland amongst the universities for the volleyball. What I mean, we do some competitions between universities, between like a league. We are doing that. We are just being part of it. So then if you join to Vistula University, you can be part of it as well. Okay, I think. Okay, so then we do have competitions. I cannot say like specifically this and that, but in general, there are some competitions in like university, in country, and then you can join. Of course, if you are just coming like level by level, if you are just becoming best or better, you can just join to international ones as well on the university. Yes. Let's start the question. Is there any certificate or scholarship? I mentioned about it already. So scholarship, as I mentioned, as Vistula University, we are giving you scholarship. First year, you are paying full school tuition fee. Second year, you are going to get straight 20%. and third year as well, you are going to get 20%. Why am I saying 2, 3? Because we have 3 years study. Second and third year, you are going to get 20% discount from your school fee. One condition, you are going to pass all your subjects. Okay. How can I get scholarship? So I said already, what are the requirements for a person to get a scholarship? Yes, this is the requirement. You have to pass all your subjects from the first year studies. Of course, from the second year, you are going to get past all of them, and then you are going to get scholarship in the third year. Rector scholarship, you are going to have like a higher mark to get some pocket money from the rector. Okay. Tuition fee and accommodation, I mentioned already a little bit. Philology and graphics department, they are 2,000, 2,500. Most of our departments are 3,500, including computer engineering, international relations, management, finance and accounting, economics, tourism, journalism, dietetics. So they are 3,500, and only architecture is 4,500. These are the two tuition fees. And in general, all of the departments are 3 years. Computer engineering is 7 semesters, 3.5 years. Architecture, 4 years. Okay. And accommodation, I mentioned already. Yearly, you or your parents should be ready for 3,000, 3,500 euro extra for the accommodation and for the living cost. Of course, for the accommodation can be 200 euro, 250, 150, depending on where you live. And of course, when you do online application, we are going to help you to find a place, a dormitory for you. Unfortunately, as university, we don't have any accommodation facility. How about accommodation and expedient? Okay, so then we talked already just now. Are they in their campus? So there are 4 campuses I just mentioned, different cities. Mainly our international students are coming to Warsaw campus, and we don't have any dormitory in campus. Okay. Ease of campus available for everyone. What do you mean ease of campus available for everyone? So then I didn't understand this question. If you just clarify, I can just tell you. Is IELTS required for your? Yes. So this is the important part, number 8. IELTS. Okay, this is important. IELTS or TOEFL or TOEIC or any kind of international examination certificate is needed. Okay, this is important part, is needed. But there is a but here. If you are studying, at the moment you are in this meeting, then you are just understanding my English. I understand. So then, which means that you studied in English in your school, right? So that if you are studied in your high school, English medium instruction with your principal's letter saying that the medium instruction is here English, is going to recover this IELTS or the other certificates. Okay, this is important. It is important. But when you apply such way, when you come to Vistula University, we are going to give you an exam. You should pass this exam. Okay, you should pass this exam. This exam is not going to be as heavy as IELTS or as heavy as TOEFLs. Of course, you are just understanding what I am saying now. And of course, you studied in your high school only English. So that's why you can be able to pass that exam very easily from my point of view. There was a question about number 9 saying that I didn't read SAT. Is SAT required for the university? We don't need SAT. We don't need any SAT, but we need.
I don't.
Can you just turn off your mic? Okay. We don't need SAT, but what we need, you should have.
I don't understand.
You should have your national number. Okay, this is
the English department.
From our
Can you just okay. Super. This is good. So then you can just turn off all. I can just turn it on again. You don't have to have SAT, but you should pass your national exam.
I have question.
Can you write your question in the chat area, please?
Dear participants, please write down your questions. You cannot join and break the Mr. Edip's presentation. Please write down your questions. We will ask them. Please be patient.
Okay.
Okay, so then what I want to say, your national exam, I'm just repeating this a few times because there is a misunderstanding. We don't require any set, but we need next national examination session. So then, sorry, you are going to get your national examination result and you are going to just send, you are going to just upload this one into our system. So it's like a requirement. And another thing that you must not misunderstand, whatever is needed in your country to be able to study in your university, in any university in your country, all of them are needed for us as well. Okay, I cannot mention like specifically like such and such national exam because everybody may have different national exams. That's why you must just discuss with your authorities. Now I'm saying that Cognita is here. They are going to tell you what are they, what are the requirements, and then you have to pass, you have to cover all the requirements that you need in your country. We are going to accept with it. Okay. Another question, can we go up? Number 10. Is accommodation compulsory to stay on campus? We don't have any accommodation. That's why you have free to stay anywhere you like. You can find an apartment, you can find a house, you can find a dormitory, or we can help you to find any one of them. May you tell me all expenses include tuition, accommodation, pocket money, ticket, book? Super. The ticket depends on the country. That's why I cannot say about it. So then ticket part, you can just take it yourself. But all the cover, all the expenses I mentioned, 3,500 euro for the school fee, 3,500 euro for the other costs. So then as a parent, you should be ready around 7,000 euro per year. Some departments can be like 1,000 more, 1,000 less, depending on the department. I just mentioned about that one already. Are there any part-time job opportunities? Yes, I mentioned that one already. There are part-time job opportunities, 38 hours. 38 hours means almost full-time. And then some of my students, for example, Yasin as well, even they are just working midnights to cover these 38 hours. And generally, depending on where you work, but you are just earning around, how do I say, I think 13 zloty, because zloty is like local currency, divide by 4 or divide by 3.5, let's say, around $4 US, right? Yes, $4 US per hour. It's minimum amount, it's minimum amount I'm talking about. May you explain the recognition of your university diploma in Europe or in the world for master education? Okay, I'm just explaining this question by giving some examples. My student from computer engineering, he's from Nepal. A few years ago, like 5 years ago, he graduated. He went to United States to start direct PhD. Now he finished his PhD and he's going to be like a doctor soon. I mean, probably this summer. What I mean, we are recognized in US. So then all around the world it's recognized. It's not finished. One of my students, recently he's just sent me from Instagram. You know my Instagram account as well. He just sent me a message from Germany, and he created a business there by using our diploma again, number 2. Number 3, again, one of my students sent me a message from Germany again. She started her master degree in Germany. So then these are showing that we are recognized all around Europe, even all around the world. If there are some specific cases for some countries, it's not so important. But in general, we are recognized because we are officially accredited. I told you at the beginning of the presentation, we are accredited with the international certification programs. Okay. Are there extracurricular activities? Of course, like we have 26 to 30 clubs. As I mentioned, like we have societies, we have cultural events, we have dance club, music club. Let's say there is something that is not available. When you come to our university, you can create your own club as well. It's very easy. Writing a petition, preparing your team. And I want to do this kind of, for example, we don't have WWE club. If you want to create, depending on the situation, of course, we can create it. Why not? So then you're welcome. Are there medicines, law, history department? Okay, in our school, international, as an international school, we don't have any medicine school. We don't have any law school as well. Unfortunately, those departments. In Poland, there are. In Poland, there are, but in our school, we don't have it. So please approach to Cognita about these departments. They are going to help you about those departments. What of engineering are available? What of engineering are available? So we do have, sorry, 1 second. The computer engineering is available, and similar to computer engineering, not similar, of course, like in the engineering level, we can say architecture available in my department, in my school I am talking about, okay? Computer engineering and architecture, these two. Most of the countries fail to conduct national exams for high school students. So will Vistula University ask graduation exam results in this year? Yes. Okay, this is important question because I talked to my colleagues as well. This is very important question. What are we going to do? We think like this. Our application open at the moment, and then you can apply everything. Okay, you can just upload everything into the online system, except this document. And let us wait this document, because normally we finish our applications at the end of in the middle of August, but we are going to extend this application process. Okay, even we can start the school a little bit later. Okay, because not only in your country, all around the world, that national exam just postponed, extended, or something like this. We are going to ask this graduation exam results. It's important, but the application process can be extended. Okay, can be extended. For example, normally 1st of October is our starting date. It is not official announcement that I am doing. Maybe, depending on the situation, we may just postpone it to 15th of October, for example. Maybe 1st of November even. So then that's going to happen for this semester. Maybe sometime later the decision is going to be taken and saying that, okay, we don't need any graduation exam results. But I don't think so. I don't think so, because this graduation exam result is important. So then you cannot get rid of it. Okay. So because for the university, it is needed. All right. I hope I addressed this question. Can you explain to me more about international relation course, please? Okay, so then I am not expert about international relation, but it is one of our most students we have in international relation, and most of our students are just studying there and getting job easily. And it's a big competition area, I can say, because international relation is like a lot of students are there, and then especially in Poland, we have too many international companies. And when you study there, when you just go and work with them, you may find a job easily. Or when you return back your country, you can find a job easily. But details about the courses and everything is not my expertise. Please check the website, or if you send me from Instagram, of course, you can DM me or you can send me email, doesn't matter. I can just forward the correct person and they can just answer to you. Even you can just do the application via Cognita again, and then easily find out some more information. Sorry about this question. When is the deadline for application? I mentioned already, normally applications deadline is like middle of August or end of August because of the visa processes. But for this situation, because of the COVID-19, yes, has it considered COVID backlogging? Yes, that's what I was saying. Because of this pandemic, everything is shifted. All our life is shifted. So then we cannot delete 2020, but it's in our life, but everything is shifted. Exam dates are shifted, your national exams are shifted, applications are shifted. So then I cannot tell you properly at this date, but in August, maybe it can be postponed to September as well. Please follow the internet and ask the questions via emails or from the Cognita. You can get more information until when you can do application. Where can we get the ticket? To get the ticket, depending on yourself, you can use the agents. Probably Cognita can help you about to get the ticket. You can ask them. Okay. Are there student clubs active all the time, or they have specific time, example, day or week? Actually, they can be active 24 hours. For example, as an example, let's say we are in the real life, not like online version in school. Today is Sunday. Believe me, Sunday in the afternoon, some of the group of people are in school at the moment and preparing something for tomorrow. Tomorrow at noontime, we just open some stages and then do some presentations to the students. And then all clubs are active all the time. There is no like specific time. You are free to work together with the clubs anytime. Is computer engineering the same as computer science as a major? The names are the same, but the computer engineering, at the end, you are going to get the engineering degree from our university. Okay, it's not like computer science. It is computer engineering. Computer science, we had before in our university, computer science is like 6 semester, computer engineering 7 semester. So then I cannot compare it like which one is better, but engineering is like higher than computer science, I can say this way. Okay. Is there engineering management? There is no, my master degree is engineering management, but we don't have engineering management. We have management and we have computer engineering. They are two different. Okay, we don't have engineering management. Is architecture engineering equal to civil engineering? No, they are not same. Architecture is not engineering. Architecture department, you are just urbanism. You are just doing like design, building facilities, building drawings, or something like this. Civil engineering, you know that you are just building. I mean, you understand what I mean. They are not the same. The first one is architecture. The other one is civil engineering. We don't have civil engineering. We do have architecture only. We had civil engineering before, but unfortunately, we don't have it at the moment. What is the tuition fee for architecture? I mentioned about that one. Architecture is 4,500 euro per year. Okay, and it takes 4 years. How can we apply with this COVID crisis? So for the application process, can you please write, Mr. Veli, who is writing this one, I don't know, right there, apply.vistula.edu.pl. But the best way is using the Cognita is much better. Okay, they are going to help you because there are some details in that website. They know better than like individuals. Just use Cognita to apply to our university. So then with this COVID crisis, Chris, please do your application, start your application. Starting means you don't need to finish at once. You are going to just apply gradually, day by day, and you still have time. And then we are also in the same pandemic. So that's why we are just following all the facilities and we are trying our best to help the newcomers. Okay, so then that's why, because some rules are coming from the government level. And then, for example, without your national examination, can we accept you for our university? If government says yes, then we can do it. If government says no, then we cannot do it. Okay. So I hope I answered that question. Any other question?
Thank you, Mr. Adib. It was very helpful. We really appreciate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If we have English performance that's studied by English language from elementary to high school, did we need to take IELTS? I answered this question already. I need only letter from your principal saying that all your midterm instruction was English and you know English already. So when you come, we don't need IELTS or TOEFL. When you come, you are going to get an exam here, our Vistula University, and then you will proceed your life. Somehow, if you fail, you are going to study one year preparation school English language. But as I mentioned, if you studied like whole your study, even only high school, it doesn't need to be from primary school. Even only for the high school, it's going to be enough to supply the document and come to university, write an exam and pass. Okay, I want to see what's that. The application needs the passport bio page, but some of us can't register or cannot pick up our ready passport due to the crisis. Can you exempt that issue till things are cool? Okay, so then the thing is that, as I mentioned, like there are some documents that you should upload, okay? For example, today you may not get like passport. Today you may not get passport, then you must get passport maybe next month or the following month. So whenever you get it, you have to upload it. Without your passport, we cannot say we cannot accept you to the university. Okay, so that's why, again, without your passport, you cannot get visa to come here. So that's why there are some important documents that we have to have. So we cannot get rid of it. When you handle it, you can upload into our system, and then you can start your application. Is there, sir, is there a spot in the code? Okay, no, this is changed. Why am I saying it's changed? Because personally I didn't come there. That's why. But what I said, we just change it to, for you, which I change it to 20% discount. It's more than this A spot. Okay, it's more than this A spot. 20% discount for the second year and 20% discount for the third year. If you are studying, 20% discount for the fourth year as well. What I mean, like around 20 plus 20, around 40% discount you are going to get. Okay, that's why it's going to be like make more confusing if you do like more different discounts. Is there mathematics in engineering? Of course, engineering means mathematics at the end of the day. So then I had when I was a student, my teacher said that sometimes engineers should know more mathematics than mathematicians. So then mathematics, yes, there is a mathematics in engineering. And almost every semester we do have. Is the degree recognized in US? I gave this example already. I had a student from Nepal. He was a good one. And he graduated from computer engineering from my department 5 years ago. Graduated and he applied for US and he got PhD, direct PhD. It's called like this. After bachelor, direct, you can start to PhD. Now he's becoming doctor. Just recently, I just talked to him. Everything is under control, no problem. So it is recognized in US. Did Poland border open or not? Not yet. For this situation today is closed. I don't know until when it's going to close, but minimum until end of May, it may be extended. At the moment, close. How can I apply for national security and strategic studies? Actually, we don't have such kind of department, but in Poland, there can be some. Please approach to Cognita to find more details, okay? I don't have this kind of department in my university. Can you give a 100% scholarship? Okay, I don't want to say directly no. Okay, I don't want to say directly no. But for this case, I'm saying no. Why am I saying I don't want to say directly no? For example, first of all, for the first year, you are going to pay full amount to be able to get visa and come here. After you come here in 1 year time, depending on you, for example, there are 10 courses and you grade it only all the time 5, 5, 5. For example, this is number one. Number two, you prove that you cannot cover your expenses, your family cannot support you. Number three, you are just attending too many extramural activities. Number four, everybody in university knows you and they love you. Number five, you see what I mean? So that if you are like specific person, like kind of crazy, like that kind of person, and with the decision of lots of people, we may say yes, but generally no. There is no like 100% scholarship, I am sorry. Do you have medicine? We don't have medicine department, unfortunately. But if you want some details about medicine departments, if you want to study in Poland, please approach to Cognita. They are going to help you. Sorry, sir, I wasn't here for a minute. Is there any discount today? I mean, like for the joint online program. So actually today, as I mentioned, it's going to be 20%. Okay, let me just say like this. First year, you are going to pay full school fee. Second year, you are going to get 20%. Third year, fourth year, you are going to get 20% for each year if you pass all the courses, okay? You don't need to graduate, you don't need to get like 5 out of 5. You don't need to get 4 out of 5. You have to pass the courses. If you pass all courses in the second and third year, you are going to get 20% discount from your school fee, okay? How many years do we need to graduate master? Master degree, all master degrees, all departments that I mentioned, they all have master degree as well. All master degree takes 2 years, except computer engineering. Computer engineering is 1.5 years. 3 semesters later, you are going to graduate from computer engineering. For example, you want to study in my department, computer engineering, it takes 7 semesters. 7 semesters means like 3.5 years. Plus master degree, 1.5 year. So as you see, in total, in 5 years, you can get bachelor and master degree from computer engineering. But generally, master degree takes 2 years. Another question? The tuition fee for computer engineering and for the other departments in general, 3,500 euro. Where do we get the exam that we should take today for discount? So this discount is straight. So then you don't need to have any exam for today's discount. Okay. Just contact the Cognita and apply from Cognita. And then you are going to get 20% discount. No extra exam. Meantime, maybe Cognita can hear also. We are planning to do some scholarship examination. And in the future, when I come there, normally I was supposed to be there. In the future, when I come there, what am I going to do? I'm going to do like a scholarship examination, and some of you may get like full scholarship, half scholarship, 25% scholarship, but it's going to be in the future, not now. Now, second and third semester, 20%, second, third, fourth semester. If Poland doesn't open borders until October, how the students, freshmen will continue their education? Okay, this is also another plan B in our life. In the presentation, I told you we do have very good online facilities, online team. So then if the border does not open, we are going to, especially for the first semester, we are going to switch to online session, and then we are going to start the examination, start the courses online, and you will start at home to our university. When everything covers, you are going to come to our university. But it's like plan B. Yes, fee will be the same. Yes, fee will be the same. At the moment, it's like this because it's plan B at the moment. Fee side, it's not discussed yet, but fee will be the same because at the end of the day, the teacher, our expenses mainly, not the building, not electricity, water. Of course, there are some expenses, but mainly staff. So then teachers are teaching. That's why teachers are just getting salary at the end of the day, but they are spending time. Because the expenses, we are not supported by the government. It's private university. And I'm talking about money-wise. That's why when you just compare these things, so then we should get the tuition fee fully, and the fee will be the same. Do you have PhD program? Okay, so then I can say yes. Why? Because we do have only one PhD program, which is online, which is economics department. But generally, we don't open this PhD program because there is no enough application. And okay, yes and no. Saying no is much better. Can a person get 100% scholarship coursing matters when he scores a high GPA degree? Actually, it's not like this, because when you come there to get 100% scholarship, I'm talking about, when you come to our university, you can study hard. By getting like a high GPA, you can apply for the rector's scholarship. So then rectors can give you pocket money around 130 euro, I think something like this per month. It's quite a lot, and you are going to get 20% discount from the second year. So then when you combine all of them, it's becoming around in total similar to 50% together with the other years. But that's all. There is no possibility to get like 100% scholarship. This question asked already. I can say, I must say no directly. Okay, no directly. But of course, there are some exceptions. If there is like very good exceptions, you can get 100%, of course. When you say euro, is it Poland zloty or the euro we know? It's euro that you know. Okay. When I say like 3,500 euro, it is euro that you know euro. What is the fee for computer engineering? I said already, computer engineering is like 3,500 euro per year. 3.5 years. Do you do a general follow-up to all graduates after graduation? Actually, we started that already. So then we are just collecting all our graduates. We try our best. For example, normally I had a student from Kenya as well, but he had a headache, that's why he couldn't join. Yasin just joined just now. He's graduating in this June, and we we just keep in touch together with them. And that graduate also, we just had that talking about Kenyan student. He is working at the moment, but still we are in contact. In general, like, let me tell you officially, we opened like alumni club, and we are doing panels, seminars, extramural activities like dinners, coming together. We started to do that one already. And additionally, for this one, I mentioned about mentoring, you may remember. Our senior students are helping the junior students. In other words, because they have experience about university and about city, about country, they are helping the junior students. And now we are just we are just expanding to our graduates. Our graduates are going to be a mentor to the students as well. So then what I mean, we are just keep in touch with the alumni, with our graduates as well. Okay. Please contact. Yes, this is important.
Mr. Edip, thank you very much for your time and for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you very much.
We are really much informed about the university applications and the Vistula University. I also would like to thank the participants, and Cognita has started such kind of online presentations. These presentations will continue, and please follow up the Cognita social media accounts for the information which the upcoming presentations, and the students who are studying in that particular university, they are going to share their experiences. And also we are planning next week maybe some medicine students and to share their experiences in the universities. So thank you very much, Mr. Edip.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk about Poland and the university as well. It's very good event that you have done, and I hope it's going to carry on. And I hope this pandemic issue just overs soon, and I had an opportunity to come to your country, because I like every single country, especially Kenya, Mombasa. I visited that ocean, is nice, and Zanzibar ocean, nice also. And food from Uganda, especially tips from Ethiopia. So then what I mean, everything is good in Africa. Actually, I like Africa, and I hope to see you face to face again. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much for your wishes. Thank you very much, Mr. Edip. Dear participants, we are approached the end of our program. Thank you very much for your patience. One more simple thing I would like to add about the Poland, our experiences about the visa procedures in the Poland. Poland embassy is asking the students to make the full payments for the university so that to issue the visa. This is a embassy's policy. So for any students is planning to apply to Poland, they are obliged to pay the full tuition fee for the first year. That's why I think the Vistula University has taken that precaution about giving the scholarships in the second and third year, and maybe fourth year, depending on the duration of the courses. Thank you for everybody and your patience. Hope to see you again in the next week's presentation.
Ay, ano, may